today. No one's home. Amy's out of town. Kids are at school, so I got peace and quiet. I can do my mental money not in my office. It's really great. Um, see, camps are selling out. We had our first 2 summer camps sell out. We have, I think, 3 more within a couple spots of selling out. Obviously, other ones are filling up. So if you want the camp that you want, you probably need to sign up soon. You guys can do that awwisconsin.com/camps. Technique DVDs, as always, on Wrestling Fanatics. We got my Supermatch shirt on now. That was a fun night. Fun night of wrestling. That was a fun weekend. Supermatch, the NCAAs. Wow, doesn't get much better than that. All right, so what we're talking about today is building myelin. It's important. It's the off season for our guys. And I was a little annoyed last week when I was coaching. Guys whining because we were doing some new skills and guys are trying to move too quickly through the new skills. Okay. And it's really, really, really important that when I work new skills, I'm not teaching you the technique to get you in good shape, right? We will do drilling to get in good shape, of course, and we will do drilling sometimes repetitiously because we need to build that once the skill's already acquired. But when we're doing a new skill, we have to take the time to do it right. So what is this myelin stuff and why is it important? Obviously, you guys can Google it and research it yourself. So essentially, the myelin sheath insulates the neural pathways to make things easier for us to do. So there's a lot of things in life that we do without really thinking about it, say eating food, writing, typing, all these things we do without thinking about it. So ideally, you can do a lot of things in wrestling without thinking about them, right? But when you're of low skill level or you're building skills, generally you can't do those things without thought. So, for example, because I've done certain things so many times, I can't do things wrong anymore. I can't shoot a single leg with my head in bad position. It just doesn't work for me, right? I've done it correctly so many times. My neural pathways are insulated with myelin. I can only do it the right way. It's really, really great problem to have. And so when kids are doing new skills, they need to be really, really focused on doing them correctly, not just doing them. Okay. So I use a couple things to describe building myelin. I think about kids walking through a wet field. If 500 kids walk on the same path, obviously that path will then become it'll become walk down, right? You'll see a dirt path. You'll see exactly where to go. If they walk in 500 different ways, there's going to be no path walk down. The other part of this is, that saying bad habits are hard to break. Well, that's yes, because when you build a bad habit, you build a neural pathway where people are going to, your brain is going to be wired so to do it incorrectly. So to unwire it and rewire it a different way takes quite a bit of time and effort. So it'd be much better if we could just do it the right way from the beginning. So that's how myelin works. The positive, the negative part about myelin is it's not a coach. Okay. So you do 10 single legs. Your brain is not saying that one's wrong. Don't do that. Don't insulate that one. That one's right. Insulate that one. That one's wrong. Don't insulate that one. It's just whatever you do, your brain is getting used to doing, right? It's building the pathways. So again, when we're learning new skills, let's be very, very, very focused on doing the new skills properly so our brain builds the connections right. Okay, so our head's in the right spot, our arms in the right spot, our hips in the right spot. We need to be very thoughtful on what we're doing. Then to go kind of on top of this, a lot of people, I actually pick on a lot of college guys, but a lot of college guys especially, because usually when you're younger, you are definitely like under the guidance of a coach. And maybe when you get in college, especially in the summers, you're kind of a little bit of like on your own, do whatever that you want to do. So I would say when you see a kid come to college in the first year and they have a certain set of skills, right, to what techniques they can do. And then in the 5th year, they're doing the exact same skill set. They have added no skills. Guys, they've wasted 5 years. Okay. So building myelin is kind of like riding a bicycle. Have you guys forgotten how to ride a bicycle? The answer to that is obviously not. You have not forgotten how to ride a bicycle. You likely will never forget because that neural pathway is so built up. You're just not going to forget. It's easy, right? You got the balance, feel it, you got it. Boom. So we're talking on college careers now, right? But obviously we could do this prior. During our college careers, we have 5 years to build skills. So it does the higher level we're competing at, the longer it takes to build a skill, right? Because the higher level you're at, the more proficiency you have to hit the skill with in order to get it. When you're at a low level, doing a single leg in a fifth grade wrestling match is obviously a lot easier, and you can do it with a lower level proficiency, hard word, proficiency, than at a really, really high level. When you're being at a high level college, it's going to be harder. You have to hit the single leg with a higher level of proficiency in order to score it because your competition is a lot better. So just to focus on college for a second to isolate a time frame. Let's imagine I go to college. I have a great single leg, great snap down, and we'll just say a couple good moves on top and bottom. Well, here's a problem. I can't attack the other side of the body. So if I attack my single leg to my right side, I need something to the left side. I need a knee pull. I need maybe a low single, maybe a high crotch. Ideally, maybe there's multiple skills, but in order to get to two, we got to get to one first, right? So if I say, okay, this offseason, I need to figure out, we'll go knee pull, right? So I got right leg single, left leg going knee pull. So I'm going to drill and drill and drill and drill that. If I spend enough time learning new skills, I'm going to then acquire that skill and I'll have that. It'll be like my single leg on my right side. So then the following year, I have a single leg right, I have a knee pull left. Oh, I want to add a head outside attack. Boom, I had to add a head outside to my left side. Now the next year, okay, I have two attacks on my left side. I have a knee pull and high crotch, single leg on the right side. I want to add a low single. So boom, now I add a low single with all the finishes and setups that go with it to my right side. Right now I have two attacks to both sides. And so as we're going along the years, we build skills. Now, this is where people struggle. It is obviously, it's easier to not think about these things. It's way easier to just go, I want to go lift weights and get strong and get a hard workout in, right? But if we're talking over the course of time, years, that's not the most efficient way to get good. The most efficient way to get good is to continue to build skills the whole time, right? Build that myelin. Okay. Kind of talked about a lot of topics there. Oh, yeah, shoot. I forgot. I meant to. I was going to answer a different question. So I'm going to save that for next week. I had 3 people in last week's Mental Monday ask me, they asked me why their kid competes with more intensity in practice than in matches. I meant to answer that. Then I forgot till I was on here. Boom. I'm going to do that next Monday. Next Monday, I'm going to talk about why kids compete with more intensity in practice than they do with matches. All right. So build some myelin. You guys Google myelin. There's a lot of research and stuff on that topic. And I'm out of here. That was your Mental Monday. I'm going to the Bitcoin conference tomorrow. I'm so excied for it. All right, guys. AWA.com/camps. You can sign up for camps. DVDs are on Wrestling Fanatics. I'm out of here. Peace.